You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, we are hearing Michael Corinthos' name dropped left and right these days, and it has been confirmed that the soap held recast auditions, so we might be getting a new Mikey soon, you guys, and I expect him to come back to make Drew pay. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to talk about recast Michael and Drew's upcoming downfall that everybody's waiting on. And hey, if you're not already following us, please click that subscribe button. So auditions for a new Michael Corinthos started a little while ago, and we know that because Robert Adamson, who filled in for Chad Duell as Michael in the past, was pretty salty about not being asked to read for the permanent recast role, and he posted on social media. It was early this month when actor Robert Adamson tweeted and then deleted a post where he sarcastically thanked General Hospital for letting him audition for the part. And he snarked that he covered the role not once, not twice, but 3 times without much notice or time to prepare. And then Adamson complained that he didn't even get the opportunity to read for the part. And he was understandably a little salty about it, but that also thankfully and helpfully confirmed that auditions for the role of Michael Corinthos were already held, being held, possibly still underway, but maybe already done. So GH may have already hired a new actor to replace Chad Duell. By the end of this week, Willow is in Germany in the clinic to see Michael, even though Carly or Drew, neither one wants this to happen. Probably the only thing they agree on. So there is a slim chance we could see recast Michael then. But a Friday spoiler says that Willow hits a roadblock, and that's when she's in Germany. So she might be barred from seeing Michael. You know, Willow and Drew talked about her holding Michael's medical proxy, but that may only apply in America at this foreign clinic that Jack Brennan arranged for. You know, Willow might be on Michael's do not visit list because Carly might have put her on there already or have added her once she found out that Willow was going over there. So we'll see whether or not Michael's wife gets in to see him is still a question. But given the recast auditions and Chad Duell moving on to other things, Michael could be out of the clinic and back home soon. And I do expect him to go after Willow's boyfriend, as he should. Right now, I think fully half of Port Charles, if not more, hate Drew and are openly plotting against him. But really, I think it should be Michael who gets to destroy him because he's the one that Drew has done the dirtiest on General Hospital. He boinked Michael's wife, which was bad enough. Then Drew flat out stole her and has moved her into a new house with him and is taking over raising Michael's kids with Willow. Drew even just convinced Willow to sign legal papers to make him Wiley and Amelia's guardian if anything happens to her. So Drew has basically stolen Michael's entire life while he is off recovering from those horrible burns after he nearly died in that explosion at Sonny's apartment. It's pretty heartless, you gotta admit. And it's even worse what Drew is doing because he's Michael's uncle. So we're going to talk real quick about why that he should be the one to take revenge on Drew, why Michael and nobody else should be the one to put the congressman in his place and give him a big old slap of karma. First and foremost, Drew should pay for how he treated Jason. We all know that Drew hates his twin Jason. It's just petty jealousy. And it kind of seems like Drew forgot that Jason sacrificed him to save his life in Greece. He would be dead now if not for his twin brother. Yet, Drew has treated Jason like trash for quite a while. And longtime viewers know, of course, that Michael's father for the first year of his life was Jason. And he's still a quasi-father figure to Michael now. So no, he's not going to tolerate Drew's grudge against Jason. Michael is also going to be enraged over Drew doing his dad, Sonny Corinthos, really dirty. Drew's a big part of the plan to try and push Sonny off the piers. And Drew is targeting Laura, a close friend of the family, in these dirty games against Sonny. So Michael will no doubt want to get payback on Drew for also coming after his dad. Plus, there's the fact that Drew is lashing out at the Quartermaines. That's Michael's flesh and blood family through his bio dad, AJ Quartermaine. And Drew has been going hard against Tracy Quartermaine and others. He even tried to have the Q family crypt bulldozed. That is the resting place of Michael's dad, AJ, his grandpa, Alan Quartermaine, and Mikey's great-granddad and great-grandma, Edward and Lila Quartermaine. Plus, Drew really went nuts when Monica banned him from the mansion and the property. And you know you're really bad when she turns on you. So Michael's going to want huge payback for all the Qs. And let's not forget, before he was nearly killed in the explosion, Michael was already going after Drew. We saw Michael teaming up with Curtis to take Aurora away from Drew over the lies, the cheating, and general awfulness. So really, the burn injuries were a distraction that slowed him up, but Michael already wanted to destroy Drew. And I bet Michael comes back even angrier than when he left because Drew has done so much damage since he's been gone. And Michael has been stuck helpless in a bed in that clinic far away, knowing Drew was wreaking havoc, but he couldn't do anything about it. But soon, when we have recast Michael on the scene, then yeah, we can. And the last thing is that Drew should never, ever forget Michael is dangerous. Right now, I would say that Drew has forgotten who he's playing with. Back when Michael was angry at Sonny, he took custody of Avery away from his dad. You guys remember that? Michael blackmailed Nina ruthlessly. He killed his stepmom, Claudia Zaccara, to protect his mom, Carly. And Michael learned how to play dirty growing up. He was raised by Sonny and Carly, who are masters of the game. So Drew, bottom line, he's way overdue for a big old reality check. And it should be Michael that writes it. I'm really, really hoping they recast the role with someone amazing, hopefully somebody we know from another soap. I personally would like to see Matthew Atkinson or Darren Brooks from Bold and the Beautiful in the part. Rory Gibson from Young and the Restless would be a great choice, but we'll just have to wait and see who landed it. Maybe we'll see recast Michael during sweeps, wrapped up in bandages, and we just hear his voice. And then he comes to Port Charles and shocks everybody with the big reveal of his new face. So fingers crossed, it's soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.